After reviewing all of the ideas on the map, Jane invited each learner to think about which ones they wanted to use when writing about their own mothers. She reminded them to focus on content in the first draft and not on grammar or spelling.
For most of us, getting started can be the hardest part. But once we have a first draft on paper, we can then start to revise it and improve it, making sure that the message is clear and complete.
Now we're going to go to our next step of revision, but before we do that, I think it'd be good for us to read our drafts out loud, see how they sound to you, and see how they sound to each other, and maybe we can get some suggestions from one another about how to make revisions before you actually go off and do that writing.
My mother is a very sweet woman. She is always there for me when I need her. She helps me to take care of my sons when I need her to. She is a very strict mother, definitely. I remember one time when I was in school, Cookie and skipped. She caught me and didn't give me time to get home. She got me good then and there where she caught me at. But I still love her because, like today, she is taking care of my son who hurt his arm yesterday in school. And she also taught me about responsibilities such as taking care of yourself and being kind to others, cooking and cleaning. And like I said before, she is always there for me when I need her. That is why I love her and need her so much.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's very
That is good.
Any suggestions for how to improve this, either in terms of the detail or the order in which some of the pieces are in there? No?
She did good.
How about you, Betty? Is there something you'd like to improve on it that you see as you read through it?
Well, like I said, my mother, she's a very religious person. She's a gospel singer. And I used to sing with her, so she's always after me about, go to church, you should go, put more time to God, and, like I be telling her, well, I pray. She said, well, it's more to that than just praying, you have to go to church more often. So, like I said, she's a very strict person, but she respects me, and I give her that respect. But, I have to give in sometimes, and I do, I give in a lot.
Do you think you'd want to put in part of that about her encouraging you to go to church, but that she also respects you for how you decide to approach religion?
Right.
All right, that might be something you could put in there.
Okay. When I was coming up, my mother let us know what we were doing, something right or wrong. And when I was up, we picked beans and oranges. My mother put food on the table, clothes on our back. I love my mother and father. My mother taught us to help other people. And my mother was a good lady.
Barbara, that was really wonderful. What did you like about what you wrote?
I like it pretty good.
You like it pretty good. Mm-hmm. Good. Any particular part that you just like the way you expressed it? Mm-hmm. No? How about either of you?
I like the part where, mother was always there for her when she needed her, and she made sure they had food and on the table to eat, and clothes on their backs. And her mother and father was good parents to her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do too.
Yeah, I like the part because I was real interested when we were doing the map and the brainstorming, rehearsing the ideas. When we were talking about picking the beans and oranges, mm-hmm. I was glad to see you put that part in, because I think that would be something hard to learn from your mother, but a good lesson about responsibility too. Suggestions for improvement. Okay.
Did you say anything about the cooking and washing? No.
No, I didn't.
That would be a good improvement.
Yeah.
And I think even because you're telling us some things about your mother and how she brought you up, and it might be helpful when you get to the part about the picking beans and the washing and cooking, if you could say maybe something about that topic of your mother taught you many things, mm-hmm. and have that sentence in there so it lets people know what you're talking about and then some details. And so that might help it a little bit too. Mm-hmm. But from the suggestions you've gotten here, what do you think is one thing you might do when you go back to rewrite and revise this piece of writing? What's one thing each of you wants to put in or change?
Well, I put in the
like
part
it.
about how my mother would like for me to, go to church more often. And she do respect me, if I don't go as often as she wants me to go.
Okay. And Barbara, anything you've heard that you might want to add?
Yeah, I'm gonna add about how my mother taught us how to, wash and dry and other things.
All that kind of stuff.